Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is part 5 of our Cruising Iowa event in American Truck Simulator. Today we'll be hauling a load of anhydrous ammonia to Iowa City from Mason City. And there's one last look at the largest grain bins in the entire world, and a look at our trailer we're using to haul the anhydrous. It's an E Pro, looks fairly detailed, nice looking model. Looks like they did a very nice job on the trailer. But we're not here to look at the trailer. We're here to get to Iowa City. So we'll continue the trip south to the home of the Iowa Hawkeyes. And Iowa City is the home of the Iowa Hawkeyes. We are in the Hawkeye State, and it got its name for one reason, and that reason is the Iowa Hawkeyes. Now in Iowa, we don't have any professional teams. We don't have an NFL team. We don't have an NBA team. Not that anybody watches the NBA anymore, but we don't have one. We don't have an MLB team. We have a few semi-pro teams. None of those are ever going to take off. But what we do have is a deep love and passion for our collegiate teams here in the state. Particularly two teams. The Iowa Hawkeyes, obviously, and the Iowa State Cyclones. Now, you can see, how relevant the Iowa State Cyclones are in the state of Iowa just by looking at this game, because when you play this game, you'll find that Ames just doesn't exist. Ames is the home of the Iowa State Cyclones, so SCS didn't see any need to put the Cyclones in the game. I can't say that I blame them. This is, after all, the Hawkeye State. All joking aside, of course. You have the Iowa Hawkeyes. You have the Iowa State Cyclones. You can tell where I stand. But every year, a football game is played for the Cy-Hawk Trophy, and the winner of that game gives its fan base bragging rights for the rest of the year. Now, there are other schools, and I don't want to leave them out, but, probably the other two main schools in the state would be the Drake Bulldogs and the UNI Panthers. Both, solid programs. But, they just don't have the same traction that Iowa and Iowa State have. But, they're still in the mix. And back to the road. We're on 18 West. I don't feel like I think we're just now pretty much leaving the Mason City area and truly on our way to Iowa City. We gotta backtrack a little bit here. Back kind of the way we came when we delivered it out there in the last episode. Water looks pretty good over there, and they got looks like way too big. Oh, it's not a boat, it's a reflection. I thought they had a big boat out there, but it was just a reflection. So yes, it is gonna have us get on I-35 and head back south. I'm not convinced that would be the fastest way, but it's probably the fastest way given the roads that we currently have in the game. Okay. And now we are back on I-35 headed south, which we will take to Interstate 80 to Des Moines, and from there we will head east to Iowa City. Sky looks great. Nice blue. Bit of cloud detail in them. Okay, so back to the Iowa State rivalry a little bit here. I did some checking and wanted to give you the all-time series record for the rivalry, which is 47 wins for the Hawkeyes and only 24 wins for Iowa State. Unfortunately, the Cyclones did win last year. I don't have the score here, but the overall record still clearly shows Iowa in the lead. Some more fun facts is longest win streak was 15 years in a row for the Iowa Hawkeyes. 1983 to 1997. The Hawkeyes did not lose to Iowa State Cyclones. And also, the largest victory ever in the series was Iowa 57-3. So it is a rivalry despite the stats, and like I said, the last few years it has picked up quite a bit, but I just wanted to provide more evidence to, as to why this is Hawkeye State. And it's about time to merge on to 80 East, Iowa City. Idris. It's probably going to go to a farm, obviously. So we may not get into the town. And we're going to want to go towards Davenport. This section of interstate, where Interstate 80, 235 connect, is known as Master. West side of town, it does the same, and it's called the West Mixmaster. So basically 8035 goes around Des Moines and just kind of as a shortcut to different sides of town. Created 235, which goes by downtown. But it just kind of makes a circle. 8030, 235 just kind of makes a circle around Des Moines. So you can get, anywhere in town pretty quickly. Pretty good system, I would say. So now we're on to new territory. We have not driven as far east on Interstate 80, so this will be all new scenery, thankfully. Right up here would be around Adventureland. I'm not sure if it's in the game. It's the amusement park here in Des Moines. So I have a Bass Pro Shops around here, but I don't think it's in the game because hey, and that looks like the Mitchellville way station, which is only active on one side of the interstate, just for people going westbound. We don't have to worry about that. Next town, if it was there, we have the Newton Speedway. Every now and then, like maybe once a year if we're lucky, we'll get like some type of NASCAR race there. Not much there. There was a Maytag factory in Newton where they used to make like refrigerators and things, but I don't think that's active. Skunk River, perfect. Has to look at it. Next road sign is going to Rare New Sharon. So yes, I'm sure many people who think everything kind of looks the same, which it kind of does. Sure is good to have my home state in the game. Without causing an accident. It's so sensitive. Steering. I probably should fix that. So use a wheel. Heck, even if you use a controller, what do you change your sensitivities in? I'd be willing to try them. I think I just go with the basic settings for my wheel, whatever they came with. Next exit looks like it's for Marengo. So we're really making progress here. Of Iowa. It won't be long. And get off there also. Here looks like it would be the Kinsey plant. I think they make like planters and seeders, that type of thing. Probably planters for the tractor. I think it's blue in real life, but that is it. I think that gets it pretty close. I like that. Perfect. And back on the road. Here is the exit for 380 to go to Cedar Rapids or go south to Mount Pleasant. It's not that close to that area we were in, but with scaling, that's what it is. And our interstate system here looks great. This was actually all just redone within the last few years, and the updated system is in the game, so cool. Extreme Arena. That must be Carver Hawkeye Arena. They must not be able to say that for licensing purposes. That is the home of the Iowa men's and women's basketball. Probably volleyball too. That is the home of Caitlin Clark. Well, of course she played collegiate sports at the University of Iowa. Our offload is just up here. First Avenue. Head in for our delivery. That looks very nicely done. Detail on the bridge. Iowa City is discovered. Did a great job capturing the buildings here. Looks like they got quite a few of them in. Pretty good detail. And on my GPS, it doesn't look like I can go very far into Iowa City. Which I think this is still technically Coralville. Pull in here and look at the map quick. Have a look to see what it looks like. And yeah, there isn't much. Kind of where we are. That's odd. I would have thought they would let you drive further into that. And we almost have this parked in here. Nice wide open parking lot. Actually able to pack it all up in first person because I have so much room and enough light to see. Well, I think I can. I look like I'm a little far to the edge there. Perfect. You know, they might have to put a plank from the trailer. I guess it's not that kind of trailer to unload. But 239 miles. That one did not count because it was not an external market, but our next one will count. Well, that wraps up episode 5 of Cruising Iowa event in American Truck Simulator. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. If you have any questions about Iowa or the game, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching, and go Hawks.